heard nothing yet. Wait a minute, I tell you. You ain't heard nothing.
続けてくれ、ルテナント。
Why, hello, friends, and welcome to the Mechpit chat for this March 30th, 2026. You know, you would think I would get better at saying that right off the bat, but apparently that is not the case. All of this said, hello, all, welcome to another Monday, and hopefully giving you one more reason for why we look forward to the weekdays, because at the end of the day, the weekends are fun, the weekends are full of all the delights, everything we look forward to, but, you know, we really need to give ourselves some reason to look forward to that Monday. You know, don't let Garfield tell you that Monday is just the worst day of the week. No. See, here at the Mechpit HQ, we believe that, of course, it is in fact Tuesday, which is why we're trying to make Monday that much more delightful. An uphill battle, I know, but it is the little hope and down in the bottom of my heart that I will make people say they're actually looking forward to Monday, folks. This is the last Monday, the last day of. Damn, you're right. Day of March. We got the 31st. The year is coming along. It feels like there has been so much that's come along that we've missed behind. You know, the media, the news, all seems to just fly by. Like, it feels like, you know, you go back to a weekly show. It feels like it's been forever since that last show was around. But nevertheless, we still pursue on. What a weekend has been. There's been so much that's kind of come along. There's much to look forward to, and I think we're gonna get into a little bit of it. So, without further ado, let me drop something here. We got people in the back. Let's bring them on in. So, without further ado, folks. The anime guy.
Yes. Why, hello there. How are you doing today, Ironcaster? It is Monday, and it's good to be on here. Thank you so very much.
Yeah. First off, Vince, thank you real quick for dropping all those links to Brandon. I appreciate you so much. It is going fantastic. You know, there's been some crazy news kind of coming over the week. And I'm actually really glad you're here because there was a bunch of stuff talk about anime, a little bit of talk about Japan that popped off, and who better to come on by and help us burn it all down? What's been going on with you, my friend?
Well, just doing my daily grind. My work day is done. Get home, get cleaned up, worked out. Getting buff and stuff, and it's so hard to try to get back in shape, especially when you have lower back problems like I do. But yeah, we're at the end of the current season. All of my shows have ended, and guess what? One day until Vending Machine Isekai returns.
There's been a couple series that have been popping up that have just been able to survive. Not necessarily like a cockroach, but they have managed to rise above the breast. They would be the, if you will, the cream of the crop.
Ooh, the cream rises to the top.
Of course,
I love 80s wrestling.
Of course, there's not a whole lot of AI to it all, unless of course we talk about the translations, which I'm actually kind of okay with, given the penchant of the localizers. Yeah. I will happily take the cream of the slop at this point.
Cream of the slop, oh yeah, nothing but the cream of the slop. Yeah, AI translation is probably going to be the way to go, and from looking at it, yeah, that's going to be the first level. Then they'll have human eyes look at it and just make sure it's got all the right context, but it's all going to be done in-house with the actual Japanese production studio, as opposed to farming it out to the assholes that are here in the West who love to screw up everything. But yeah, this season, We put together the official list a few weeks ago. Yeah, there's like 60 shows on the list. I'm not watching that many, but
it is every season. Like at this point, you
yeah.
may have to start having some of our friends come in and do some of this for you, or you may just have to go ahead and have the AI slot bring it in. But since you talk about since you were talking about all the weirdos that are here, what perfect timing here, because we happen to have someone who's hopped in the back. So without further ado, folks.
Yes!
Watch out, folks. The sheriff's in town.
The sheriff is here. Punkwaddle.
Baby. Oh, wait, sorry. Wrong law enforcement.
How you doing, man?
I'm okay. I'm alive.
Well, that's good. Guess what?
Hmm.
Take a listen. Yes. Yes, the Punkwaddle is here in all of his mecha glory.
It is, of course, we have to have the theme song of one of my strongest arguments for mecha is already inherently just a little gay. And,
yeah, that's pretty much it.
And I say this with all the love and affection for it as a genre. It is a little gay. You have to embrace it. The homoeroticism is on full display. We love it in our Top Gun and so many other 80s action iconic films. Why not with our big robots too?
Yeah, just a tiny bit gay, just a tiny bit. Well, with the case of Bravern, it's more like that.
It's
about a good 6
boxing.
inches.
Sure. You know what they say? You can do a lot with 6 inches.
It's not the size, love. It's how you use it.
Well, with speaking of using things, I take you guys have been on Twitter the last week or so.
Mm-hmm.
It happens
because there has been such delights we've gotten this past week out of it, including like some crazy news announcements that have just kind of come and gone. We've sort of forgotten all about them, but I certainly haven't. And Brandon, we will get to that list here in a few minutes, but I at least want to hit on a couple of these things first.
Yes, let's do it. Let's see it.
I mean, so first off, one of the things I'm most excited for this week, I'm actually looking forward to something coming out this week, coming out in the first. Well, I'm talking about the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah, just a few days.
The first one was an absolute delight. I had a ton of fun with it. I went to go see it with a buddy. It was a blast. Laughs were had all around. I can't wait to go see this next one with the cast. Even though, yes, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Seth Rogen, but I can look past it to some degree. Also, I don't think I've really seen him in much of the marketing for this one.
No, he doesn't look like he's. I don't think he's in Galaxy. I think we're okay.
But you know who is?
Yes, we need some Star Fox. It's been way too long since our friend Fox McCloud has had any love. That's perfect. I can see now why they went with Galaxy, because they're expanding not only into Mario Galaxy, but the greater Nintendo Galaxy. This is good.
It's been the inevitable kind of thing that people are waiting for, and it's kind of a shame in a lot of ways, because Star Fox as an IP, as a brand, really would lend itself to this stuff, but it sat dormant for the last decade, in part largely because games like Star Fox Zero bombed.
Yeah, which is a shame.
I wanted to like the game, but the problem is it has terrible controls. The game, because it was a game that required you to use the dedicated controller to look at to shoot. Meanwhile, you also have to watch the TV for flying around. You have to have your eyes move darting around like lizards to be able to play this game.
I never played it, so I don't know. The last Star Fox game that I played was Star Fox 64, and that's probably still the cream of the slop. It's by far my favorite out of all of them. Although I do think the soundtrack to the Super Nintendo game is still the most iconic. But that's just me.
I mean, there have been some great titles along the way, like Star Fox Adventures and that Star Fox Armada. Those were a couple of great ones that were in there as well in addition. But the sad reality is, I think, and I kind of fear is that it's a gem, but it doesn't have the same kind of they don't think it has the same kind of support behind it like a Mario would. Because at the end of the day, Star Fox is like an Ace Combat flight sim game.
Yeah, everybody knows who Mario is. Even the normies and parents and grandparents, everybody knows who Mario is. Not everybody knows who Fox McCloud is, but this is a good opportunity to introduce him, and who knows, maybe get a Star Fox movie, because a space battle with Andros would be absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
I mean, so my running theory for this is, by and large, I don't think it's going to be some super pivotal moment that he's going to come in, he's going to like save the day or anything like that. I think it's just going to be the equivalent of Mario jumps through a portal, he does a little pratfall, kind of falls and hurts himself, dusts himself off, and there's Star Fox sitting there, and he looks over and says, as he kind of saw him coming in for the crash, he looks at him and says, "Next time, try a barrel roll." Mario dusts himself off, and he goes jumping back through the portal. Like, that's simple. Like, you don't have to do a ton with it.
I don't know if they should do multiverse stuff. It should just all be in the same similar galaxy, but portal jumps between parts of the galaxy as opposed to multiverse. I'm hoping that's what it is.
I mean, you're right. That's kind of where I am guessing. Like, it's a big, wide galaxy. Plus, if you remember in that Mario movie, we did see them already kind of, suggest with all the big giant warp pipes, they could go to other worlds. So it seems easy they could lean into that idea. It's just kind of unfortunate that we have to have Zelda in live action, so we're not going to get them. The idea of getting them together on screen together just is that much more unlikely.
Yeah. Well, they could always do an animated series. It's not hard. It's just, will they have the gumption to actually do it right? We shall see.
And, we've only got about 2-3 days to wait here. Plus, it's Easter this weekend, so most people gotta have an extra day off. I know what I'm doing Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be a fun time. I know this is one that the wife and I are going to go see, and we may take the kids if they care, but they're at that age where it's like, go to the movie with parents or hang out with friends. Yeah, we lose out.
It's just the inevitables of life. It's that cycle that persists. We were all there once.
Mm-hmm. It's like the circle of driving.
Exactly. You wind up being the passenger, then you start to have to do all the driving, and then before you know it, it's time for you to be the passenger again.
Mm-hmm. Yep, have them drive my ass around instead of me driving their ass around. It is rather nice to have them be able to go and do runs for me whenever I need to, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I like driving.
But guys, did you guys see any of this?
Yes, Afro Man, that is probably one of the most glorious things that I have ever seen. And I will say straight up right now, those cops deserved every single last bit of ribbing, and the judge in the case is an absolute disgrace. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy. If there ever comes a point where vigilantism really starts to take hold in this country, it's going to be because of shitheads like him and the stupid-ass rulings that they do. Even though Afroman won, he's still wanting him to pay half of their legal costs, which is bullshit. Normally, when you win a defamation case, the other side is the one that has to pay your legal fees. But no, this judge is like, well, yeah, we'll have you do both. Screw that.
I didn't even know about that.
Oh, yeah. He did that. And besides all the other crap that's going on throughout the country with people being released that shouldn't be released, that judge did everything in his power to put his thumb on the scale to help get that jury to a decision for the pigs. And it didn't work. And I'm glad it didn't, because what they did, the whole process from start to finish, is the clearest case of bullshit and malpractice of policing I have seen in a very long time. And I'm old enough to have seen some shit. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Punkwaddle.
Hey, I'm here.
Punkwaddle!
Sorry, I had to take a call real quick.
Oh, that's how it goes, man. Oh, wait. I'm almost out of my drink. I'm going to have to get a drink here in a bit.
Uh-oh. Did you by chance happen to have to fly the R-Wing there? Park that, Punk?
The R-Wing?
Yeah. It's full of little furry animals. So I figured, you probably have one in the back somewhere.
Yeah, you're part of the Star Fox crew. You're out there in one of the R-Wings flying around trying not to get shot by Fox McCloud.
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep.
Yes. But yeah, I cannot wait to see Galaxy. That's going to be so much fun. That's I've got the first film on 4K and it's glorious. This one is just going to be so much better.
I remember enjoying. I didn't watch it in the theaters, but I remember enjoying watching it. I think it was on a trip or something. We finally sat and watched it, and they did a good job with it.
Yeah, they did much better than I thought they were going to do.
Well, yeah, I don't know. So because that came out a few years ago, back when everybody was scared that everything was going to be woke in a way that's slightly different than they're mad at everything for being woke now. I don't really know. It's a little confusing whose side who's on at this point, or what side they think matters. But again, like, aside from Seth Rogen being Donkey Kong, which wasn't terrible, but it's still Seth Rogen. Like, I still can't complain about the movie.
Did it come out that I think Brie Larson is voicing Rosalina?
Yes. I actually saw a interview clip that has been going around by a few of the YouTubers and stuff, and how she looks like, I'm so excited to be here. I'm happy for this opportunity. Like, everything different than she was during the whole Marvel phase. Like, it's not about women's empowerment. It's just like, cool. So you're thanking the fans and you're saying you're happy to be there and you enjoy the opportunity and you like Nintendo. That's what a red carpet should be. So that's cool, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, she's so much better about it than what she was before. It's almost like she ran out of money. The
thing is, though, you got to remember as well, during that era, like, basically the general consensus everyone kind of understood was they were going to try to leverage Captain Marvel to be like the Superman of Marvel.
Yeah.
The problem was
that didn't work.
The problem was they were making a bunch of changes from what was kind of known with the comics, which kind of had some people riled up, myself included. You had just her kind of having these really awkward interviews that came off wrong. People were just rife and primed to just dislike her, and I am glad to see that for a lot of it, people have frankly moved on. It's like that was 2018. It's like we're in 2026. This is a different decade.
Well, she's proven, at least for me, it does look like she has figured out that being a bitch doesn't work. Whether or not she is that way in private or not, I don't care. It's what she does during the promotion of said show that's really going to determine.
It goes back
everything.
It goes back to the whole thing of like, okay, if us peons, like, it's one thing if you're in blue collar and you don't deal with customer, but anything where you're dealing with a customer, any job that you have, it's partially customer service, even though you're not behind the counter, right? Your sales, whatever, you deal with customers. So you have to figure out how to quote represent the company well enough. If they're being rude, you deal with it, right? Some people have to be kicked out for being belligerent. That's real. But when you're on the job and you're representing the company, like it's nice when the people who are making like the big buku money, right? The celebrity is the one like act like
Mhm.
they want to be there, act like, hey, we're thankful for all you peons that pour all your heart and soul and hard-earned money into entertainment that allows us to make all this big money. So we appreciate that you show up so we can keep showing up, right? And it's just this
The
sort
Tom
of
Cruise effect.
formality. Like again, it's the conversation on Twitter are the things that used to be the things that you said to your friends, like behind closed doors or in the back room, in the
Private.
backyard
Yeah.
chilling. But that's somehow people started thinking that was the way everybody talked, and that's how we talk normally. When all of a sudden we've realized that Twitter's kind of X is kind of a cesspool of things, and maybe we pretend, and what we do behind closed doors can be its own thing, and we can allow that. Maybe, I don't know, as long as nobody's getting hurt.
Yeah. It's very possible that she is just a different person now. It's very possible she has grown and
It
got
is.
out of that resting bitch face phase, because she genuinely looks happy.
Yeah.
And that makes me happy for her.
For what it's worth, I do genuinely believe she is a Nintendo fan. Like, because it's so easy to kind of have grown up being that with
Mhm.
how prevalent Nintendo has been. It's not like someone coming out and saying, "I've been a lifelong fan of One Piece for 20 years," when it seems so unlikely someone might be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But since we were talking about the backyard, there was one particular topic that popped off this weekend. And Punkwaddle, I am so glad you're here for this because you have a little bit of regional expertise in this particular subject.
Oh shit! Which one is it now?
Why, I am of course asking you to speak up as the resident Texan here. As
Yeah.
well, it would seem that over the weekend it popped off that Japan either seem to have discovered, or the conversation has been able to cross the Pacific Ocean. So we of course had a discussion of American barbecue culture and Japan kind of getting engrossed with a lot of the Americanisms.
I had not heard about this part yet.
Oh,
okay.
I just started seeing this. So
yeah, so this popped off over the weekend. I think it was like possibly Friday. I started to see some talk about it, but fundamentally, the original tweet that sort of kicked this all off was this idea of a bunch of Americans that were in Japan, getting super enthusiastic, enjoying their chance to kind of do the grilling that you can get from these Japanese restaurants. That got into this idea of ultimately kind of the discussion and talk of American barbecue culture, and ultimately of us getting to see like the way, in a way, the fact that you have the Japanese who kind of have this obsession with America and Americanisms.
Oh yeah, because their whole like fascination with whiskey, their whole fascination with these like anything that takes time, anything that has like sort of a rich history, sort of a process, sort of an intentionality, they seem to enjoy those things. And with their own Wagyu beef, right? Getting into the game.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people were getting to see just how much Japan loves a lot of the American culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like, full on like flannel shirts, line dancing, getting to which opened up so much conversation. In a way, I am so glad to have seen how you have so many people in the South, in different parts of the country, saying, "Come on out anytime. There was a plate waiting for you."
It's really interesting though. Like, and I have this conversation all the time. Like in Texas and places like in Houston, Dallas, like some of the bigger cities, we have pockets of different subcultures and different ethnicities. But like, it's more of they moved here, they have a pocket. They're not segregated. Like you go to Chinatown or you go to the Philippine section, you go to this different area, and now it's 20, 30 years later, like you have a lot more restaurants that have popped up in all different areas. You have the Asian markets and the Indian markets and kind of their own little centers, and depending on where you are and what part of Houston, and like it's socioeconomic level status background that is more of the division, right? Like when people find out that it's not just the country white hick folk that do the trail rides, through Texas. It's kind of just anyone in rural trail rides.
Well, you're a little wrong there. That some people were trying to stir that up and try to push the divide a bit, but it failed ultimately. Like, people ultimately are going to unite over a love of food, over a love of good times.
Yeah,
it's a stronger connection, and it's something that was just a relief to see after we've had so much bullshit out there in the media and entertainment trying to divide us all, that people just came together and said, no, we appreciate each other's cultures. Why shouldn't we be united? It's the idea of the cowboy and the samurai are not too dissimilar.
No,
they're not. It also helps that Grok and X have started auto-translating everything from Japanese into English and English into Japanese. So it's been wild to see some of the stuff that people never knew about it. And I've seen a running thread on it. How many things we have in common? Let's see. Meat, distaste for Islamists, distaste for invaders.
I've heard one of the things I've seen, I haven't seen this, but I have seen the dumb memes from certain section of the subculture being like, what can we agree on as American and Japanese? Oh, racism. No, I don't think that's right. I don't think that's quite the takeaway.
Although since the auto translate has become such a great feature, and we're starting to find some gems in these tweets that were otherwise hidden behind a language barrier.
Okay.
We've come up with some of the greatest tweets ever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. That's worth a follow. He started dancing, so I called him immigration and had him forcibly deported.
I mean, forcibly deported twice. Isn't that an insult to injury?
Oh, that's funny.
Wow.
Yeah. X, as far as that goes, X has been really good about getting something like that up and going and making it much easier for us to talk to people outside of our country.
And isn't that what the internet's for? To like connect, not just I just okay, this makes me happy because I remember like in the 90s, wasn't it like we're trying to understand other cultures, we're trying to figure out the difference between what we have in common, learn different things, being respectful, and have the little jokes, the things that in anime we're mad at all the people who don't like to make good translations because they're inserting their own foot in their mouth. So like this kind of helps bridge that gap, and it's just like we don't need to be angry or we don't need to be all bent out of shape because somebody's being mistreated when they're really just trying to get along, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You go ahead.
I love seeing a good transition when it comes in terms to like someone jumping from one career into the next, because there was also other little hidden gems like this kind of popped up, like the fact that one of the Japanese politicians was Zero Suit Samus.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I remember this ad.
Holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
And she still looks damn fine. Holy crap.
And what year was that?
Game Boy Advance. So
it was either 01 or let's see.
It's been a minute. Yeah, okay.
Either way, it's
over
been
20 years. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
What do you
really
got
cool.
for us?
Survey says 2004. So yeah, a little over 20 years. Oh, this is something I've seen. I've seen this product made and displayed before, but this is a good one. Check this out. What is this? Oh, check this out. Hang it on the wall. Blackout.
Nice.
That
Yes.
is freaking cool.
That is cool.
Let's see. There was one other here. Oh, yes.
We love our period.
That bird's just like, what the hell? Wherever they go, she's like, what the hell?
Bird is like, I have been dealing with this for like the last 7 years.
All right, check this out.
Oh, I remember this.
I'll take care of this one, sir.
Freaking eye.
Stop, Major! At an hour! What the?
Just
Well, worth it.
oh, it's so good.
You know, it's just all about respecting other people.
Yep.
But
Respect the muscle build.
like, but when you say barbecue, did you just mean really grilling meat, or do you mean like smoking brisket for 12 to 24 hours?
All the above.
All the above. You're right, because like good food is good food.
I'm just saying, in Texas, barbecue isn't just throwing burgers on the grill. It's just grilling.
Yeah,
I'm just
it's smoking everything.
Yeah. Oh, it's smoking hot. Oh, that's right. We got barbecue once.
Oh yes, Vince had a comment for you. You should, don't look at me wrong, but you should try yoga and help with his back problems.
Yeah, I need to start working more on the flexibility. I've got plenty of. I'm almost back to where I was peaking out strength wise back in my 20s. I just can't do certain things because of my back. So yeah, I totally need to work the back and get that going. But yeah, you know me, Punkwaddle. I'm an honorary Texan, or at least I go around claiming it because I've got family that lives there and all that. I love all Texas food in general is just so good. So good.
I'm not going to deny that because, as I've mentioned before, we have. Well, I don't know how much native food we have, but if the Americas are the melting pot, like Houston itself, because of its a port city, because it's such an international city, there are so many things that it's within, like, 20, 30, 40 mile radius that are hard to find in, that many in a state, right?
Yeah.
And so then it's just little pockets spread all over. Like, I mean, what in Hill Country have the German and Czech populations that ended up there that have their own food cultures and different things that you don't realize growing up. You're like, oh, they don't have this necessarily, or they didn't have these kind of recipes until much later in other parts of the country. And
like a Wiener Schnitzel.
or a kolache, or the way we call them here.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna stick with a nice coney. That's that's one of our little regional delicacies. That is quite the same as a coney Flint style.
What's that?
We use a finely ground up meat we use for making the topping.
Okay.
I will find pictures for you. But Brandon, what do we got?
Well, the season just ended, and as you can see, I've still got to finish "'Tis Time for Torture Princess," "Silence to Be a Hero," I'm a little behind on Trigun, and on Hell's Paradise. But those are the 4 I've still got left that I need to finish. But for the new season, here is what's on my official watch list. Vending Machine Isekai, because I've already done 2 seasons of it. I can't say no. I can't say no. Oh, I've got Lolly Hitler. Gotta have that one.
Which platform is that one coming up? Is that hitting Crunchyroll, or are we gonna have to go to High Dive or some other?
Petals of Reincarnation.
Oh,
High Dive. There's 2 on High Dive this season. So Petals of Reincarnation. Go ahead, Punk.
Oh no, I don't think I was saying anything.
All you need to know is Lolly Hitler. That's all you need to know.
Yep.
And of course, The Ascendance of a Bookworm, adopted daughter of an Archduke. Yeah. I'm putting back up my a 6-hour marathon stream with Shum that we did talking about season 1, 2, and 3. And yeah. This is going to be so good. I absolutely adore this. Let's see. Daemons of the Shadow Realm. No idea, but look good enough. I'm very tempted to start Elbaf, even though now I'm in Marineford.
We have to sit down. We have to pick up our conversations again.
Yes, got to finish Water 7. Got to finish Annie's Lobby, and then Thriller Bark. Yes,
we have to get there. We have to talk about it. We have to talk about one of the most emotional moments in all of One Piece.
Yeah, it's gonna rip some normies' hearts out when they see it. Yeah,
especially now that we've had a couple seasons of the live action.
Yeah,
I need to watch season 2.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm actually in the process of watching the second time with the wife. Okay. So for the most part, it's good. And it's doing its job again. It's getting people into the manga. It's getting people into the anime. And when Wit Studio finally releases the One Piece, having it be better put together will definitely help. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm seriously considering watching Elbaf, but otherwise I'm just going through Marineford and holy shit. Oh, it's so good.
Question. How caught up are you with, say, the manga? Like,
I'm way behind.
Okay.
I've only got up through Alabasta, so.
But I'm assuming certain things, like for example, Jinbei joins the team because he's been all, and I say this because he's been all over the marketing.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Elbaf goes. Let's see. Farming Life in Another World. This is also on High Dive. I never expected to get a second season of it, yet here it is. Okay. The Wholesome Harem is what it's known as.
Yeah, the ultimate tool.
Yes. Witch Hat Altilier. I've heard nothing but good things about. Okay. The Most Heretical Last Boss Queen is also getting a second season. This is another High Dive one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 shows on High Dive this season.
Okay.
And then there's this one, which they don't have the translation up here, but it's Pardon the Intrusion, I'm Home. It's about this gal who has 2 neighbors that make a hole in the wall to be able to go between them. And I guess one of them is a mangaka that she loves. From what I got out of it.
Reasonable for an anime.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Mute?
Yep, you have to give me yours.
You got muted, Brandon. We're not sure how.
Oh, there we go. I accidentally pressed the button. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so this one will have to go yo ho ho. This one was supposed to come out last summer, and it got pushed back till now. This one looks really good. So I'm looking forward to this one. And it's, of course, a Crunchyroll. The Drops of God. This is probably the weirdest out of all of them.
Okay.
It's about wine.
Oh,
and
okay.
an inheritance of said wine collection. So it's going to be a little different. Of course, Hokuto no Ken, the Fist of the North Star, even with the what the hell animation, I'm still going to watch it.
T-shirt has not shut up about it. It is
Oh
like,
yeah, T-shirt is all over this. He's all over it.
like a week
yeah.
won't go by without him trying to talk about it as if like this is going to be the one anime that will change the world. And I say this with, love for the guy. Like, I think it's fine. I'm so far behind.
Yeah, the animation style is probably going to be the hard part, but if we're doing an actual closer manga adaptation, yeah, it's good. It'll be good. That one's on Prime. And the last one that I have for the season is Wistoria Wand and Sword Season 2.
I seem to recall that I think we talked about this one briefly.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to get a second season, but it did. So that makes me happy. But yeah, this is another Crunchyroll joint. So shockingly, we've got 3 High Dive shows, 1 Amazon Prime, and then I just got to start busting my balls and get caught up with the rest of these because we've got new stuff coming out for them soon.
That's the challenge, where there's a couple series for every season that wind up being the ones you wind up watching, and then there's a couple seasons that are like from last season you totally skipped out on, you're gonna play catch up on.
Yeah.
Though, as you were browsing through AnyList here, it dawned on me we're about 2 days out from April 1st.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And if you happen to recall, AnyList in the past has done its part to do some April Fools.
Yes.
Yeah, the April Fools will be harsh.
I just so happen to have examples of this from the last couple of years, if you would like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I remember because I think one day, what was last year a leap year? One of the years it fell on one of our streams, I think.
Yeah, 24 was a leap year.
Because as I jump over here, of course we had some
last year. Yeah.
Great.
Last year. Yeah, last
great
year.
art. Alchemist. We had a couple. One Piece had its amazing stuff. Jeez, the Kira. Attack on Art. Attack on MS Paint. Made in Abyss. Lazarus. The Freeman one turned out pretty well, but oh dear God, what did they do to Ryuk's face? Chains.
Oh. Yeah. Chainsaw Man.
MF
Ghost.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it was special. But
Data Gun was just gonna be laughing. Fucking Bleach.
Yeah, as good as oh yeah, the dot hack sign one, yeah.
Yeah.
But the year before,
or
Monster, 2024. 2024 did it as well. I don't know about 23 or before that. But well, just some examples. We got
Shrek.
My love story.
Like they did Shrek theme like for half the page. I think they made Shrek as the #1 anime too, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me. Oh jeez. Wow.
Nah, I'd win.
Of course, we had. Of course, we gotta have some Uma Musume. So stuff like Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
That's a good one.
So all I'm saying, be on the lookout for the first there, and we're gonna find some amazing stuff. You know, maybe we might find something almost as good as Food Wars.
Oh man.
Or perhaps you're more a fan of Freerun.
That's so bad. So bad.
There was so many of these, and there's going to be plenty of them to take a look at and laugh over.
Oh yeah.
All I'm saying, folks, is be on the lookout for Wednesday because there will be much enjoyment and merriment to be had.
Yes, much shenanigans will be had.
So,
but you know,
so real quick, I had talked about my beloved food, my beloved Flint conies.
Yep.
Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. There is a finely ground up meat.
Ooh.
Okay. Oftentimes with onion, mustard on it. And
damn it, now I'm hungry.
Like it is Kogel's or it is nothing. Nothing else compares. It is a local brand.
Okay.
People will order from all around the world just to have Kogel's hot dogs or Kogel's meat sauce.
So is that sauced meat that is then fried up, cooked up?
If you want the description.
Okay.
Hot dog topped with a distinct dry, crumbly meat-based chili sauce, yellow mustard,
okay.
Delicious onions. Tends to be some of the ingredients is usually like beef hearts, kidneys. Basically, it's a bunch of the extra.
Yeah, it's what goes into like the beef jerky sticks. Those also have beef heart in them, and they have for like 30 years. Yep.
So it's all that best stuff that gets just added in, turned into a nice beef paste that you can put over those hot dogs. It's delicious.
Beef paste. You know, down here we have Texas style chili dogs.
Ooh.
Which is a hot dog with Texas. No, not unleaded, sir. Unleaded, like meat chili.
Unleaded.
That's what we call it down here. With the cheese and the onions and stuff, yeah. And mustard. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just saying, yeah.
Well, now I'm hungry. But you know what? As much as the spring season's going to be good with some shows, summer I am going to be booked because Mashuko Tensei is coming back, and we are getting the Eris a training arc.
Oh, that'll be
along with our favorite
Tanya.
Yeah, another version of Hitler. Okay, so like, yeah.
Okay, wait. So let me get this straight. 2024 was the year of the elf.
Yep.
What do we have for 2025? There's some other theme for last year. We had just a lot of the reminiscent leftover. Apparently, this is the year of the Hitler.
Specifically, the lolly variety.
Yes.
I like little Hitler
sure,
because that seems to have a bad connotation.
In fact, I'm pretty sure there's a couple of games like this on Steam as a whole genre.
Oh yeah, it's definitely. I think around the time Tanya became animated, and that was a while ago. The first season came out, right? Yeah, that's been a while, like a decade almost. Like,
pretty close. Yeah,
because I remember watching it. Yeah, but the thing is, to me, like, so. Okay, one of the ones I just finished up, and I know some people watched it, some people dropped it, but Jack of All Trades, Party of None. Like, there's some people like, this seems boring. It's starting off like everything else. Okay, so it's like that B+ adventurer gets kicked, leaves the S-class party for whatever reason, right?
Yeah.
This one seems I liked it better than, so I left my A-rank party to adventure with my students, right?
Oh, there was a bunch of that last year.
Right.
That's right.
So like this one kind of like there's a lot of people who are like, how is this different? Well, the first couple episodes, setting up the premise, sometimes it's hard to, but by the time we get to kind of the second bit of the story arc, we kind of see some of the bit develop. The fact that they've announced that they're working on the second season right now because they left it on kind of a cliffhanger. They left it on like, okay, the first season was just kind of the setup for the story. Like, honestly, the first season, like in the same way that Solo Leveling, the first 2 or 3 episodes could have been a whole 6-episode arc, but they did it in 2, right?
Yep.
Jack of all trades, they went to that kind of I mean, you have him getting kicked out of the party, but the first kind of big story arc takes about half the season to get through. And you're like, okay, we've established some things. And I think it can be going somewhere. I think it has there's more depth to it. And so I'm excited that they're actually like, hey, we're working on it. We're not going to wait until people decide that it's a cool thing, and then we have to put it on the, because how many times that happens, right? We're like,
yeah, too often.
A year or so later, like, oh, people loved this. They were just super saturated. They didn't catch it, or we didn't realize it. 5 years later, we're going to come out with it again, and people might still be excited. Or you can ride the wave. Like, I mean, we're finally getting season 2 announced of Reincarnated as a Sword, which we've been waiting for how many years?
We have a release date. It's coming in the winter, or it's coming in the fall season.
Right. So we're finally getting trailers for it, like actual like real dates, and we'd be like, why didn't we have that the next year? Right? Why weren't we still working on that? That was gold.
Well,
best cat girl.
I'm afraid. Come on. The thing is, though, I'm waiting. There's one particular harem anime I'm waiting for the adaptation announcement of.
Oh, what's that?
He's betrayed by the hero. I formed a MILF party with his mom.
Oh, that is so bad.
Wait, and that's and this isn't in the same universe as you. So do you love your mom and her 2-hit attack?
No, see, this isn't your mom. This is his mom. You know, he's like, you're not good enough for my party. I'm like, yeah, well, your mom's good enough for my party.
Oh, all right. This is the revenge plot.
Yes.
The revenge harem.
Yeah.
Not only that, it is the moms of the whole party that kicked them out.
Again, revenge. Okay. The revenge harem genre.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of revenge, all right. All night long.
Ceres thought his life was over after being abruptly kicked out of the hero's party by the arrogant hero Zek.
Yep.
Alone and dejected, he stumbles upon an unusual slave market where he finds none other than the hero's own mother, Shizuko. Ceres has a thing for older women and realizes that this is his chance to achieve a lifelong dream, assembling a harem of MILFs.
Oh, shit. That's so wrong. I mean,
okay,
so funny.
Here's the truth, though, and this is just where we are with meme culture. I was gonna say MILF culture is a joke, but meme culture, like, first you have the innocent, the creative ideas, then you get super saturated, and then you get this. Mm-hmm. Then you get this, like, how can we use the popular themes and use other popular themes and make a show that's somewhat unique, but will cater and curate a certain audience that will probably love it.
Now, I'm really glad you brought that up, because there was a tweet that I came across my feed today. I didn't know how I was going to quite work this in.
You're welcome.
This was something from Alice Smith on X that I saw, and it's something that has been bothering me for quite a while.
Okay.
Every time I hear some woke screenwriter or reviewer talk about the need for morally complex plots or morally great heroes, I think of this quote from Nietzsche: "They muddy the water to make it seem deep." Mm-hmm. It is something I have been so sick of, is that virtually every character has to be made morally gray or ambiguous when doesn't it just feel good to see Superman do good?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I think it's ultimately part of why so much of the anime, the manga, so much of this Eastern entertainment has been appealing to us because
Mm-hmm.
not all these characters are these morally gray, ambiguous characters where we could say, well, he's a villain who's just as flawed. It's like, no, it's okay. They can just be the hero. It's frustrating to me to see so much subversion of expectations.
Right, like Gundam, which started, 40 plus, almost 50 years ago now, right? So they had two sides that were based off world powers, based off world division, but they made it into a sci-fi sort of thing. They weren't trying to make relatable villains. They were just showing the complexity of how each side thinks and how each side has their champions and heroes. They weren't trying to preach. They weren't trying to muddy the waters. They were just using real life to create art. And that's why it resonates with people, as opposed to, like you said, oh, well, we just have to create this backstory and twist it into this. It's like, don't confuse people. We understand how things are. You know what I mean?
There is room for nuance to explore it, but
Yeah.
it didn't have to necessarily tell you a story about how, oh, well, all these characters are, both good and evil.
No, you just find that you find out that there are heroes with flaws, which is something we love too, right? The Achilles heel. Right. These
Right.
are all archetypes and stories. You don't have to, like, what I'm saying is they don't have to expound on it or really like explain it. We understand just right when showing and telling the story instead of like spending all the time on all of the backstory as opposed to giving the meat and potatoes, right? I can learn character. I can some characters are written so well that the introduction in the first 30 seconds, you understand the character, the nuance, their moral code, that they have values, but they're willing to break and bend certain rules, right? And you don't need a backstory on Cruella de Vil and how she became the villain, right? You don't need that.
It could be just as simple as the the silhouette of the character, the way they carry themselves, just simple frame of the character from that introduction, tells you everything you need to know about the character.
Exactly. And I love it when they use the tropes. They're there for a reason. Even when you play with tropes, just to show like you've seen this, right? You've seen villains do this. You've seen heroes do this. I'm gonna throw a little kink in that. So you're like, huh, that means something that we're gonna find out later. So I'm excited how they're gonna develop this character. But like again, I just know all of this was in this like 5 to 10, 15 seconds was very intentional of the introduction. Okay, let's see him in action. What happens, right?
I actually just wound up starting to rewatch a bit of the original Gundam this week.
Nice.
I had a friend over who, we were talking. She's seen some Gundam. She hadn't seen the original. I was like, oh, we have to fix this.
It
was
pretty.
fun.
Have you seen my Gundam collection?
Excuse me while I whip out my Gundam collection.
Oh, I got better. It was like, it started off with like, hey, do you want to go watch Lord of the Rings? I'm like, yes, I do.
Yes, we do.
It's like, you start off by showing like, okay, the master grades or the perfect grades, the full size, the oversized Gundams is like, it's okay, I'll stop.
Of course, I didn't quite get to the point where I was like, well, here, let me show you all the stuff I was doing this weekend. Like, I was building little tiny robots.
Nice.
I got dropped something.
Those will make a good little army.
Yep. Oh yeah, especially for the tabletop stuff I was talking about. I wound up getting into it, having fun. I might buy a couple more of this particular model just because this is such a good looking robot. He's got a combat shield.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a good weekend. I had a chance to sit down and interact with Star Wars for the first time in years. Sat down with some friends and played some tabletop, and I wound up running Star Wars Edge of the Empire. And it felt good to get back to interacting with Star Wars. And I've been so far away from it. I haven't watched anything of Star Wars since the Book of Boba Fett, where I was underwhelmed by
it. Severely underwhelmed.
But I've walked away. I haven't let myself get mad watching all the stuff going on with Star Wars as of late. It was a well-needed separation, because now I'm kind of remembering how much I love that universe. And I think it's kind of an important thing to remember. Ultimately, we don't have to always be tied into the current stuff. It's okay to take a step back and just kind of enjoy something for yourself at your own pace. And God knows there's more than enough anime out there to do that with.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I still need to go catch up on Toji Moon to be a Kamen Rider.
Wait, you haven't been watching it?
No. Admittedly, I haven't had a chance to do much with this since Christmas, so I am so far behind. I've watched like 1, maybe 2 episodes.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm behind too.
Are you current with the Zets? You Kamen Rider?
I think I'm only about an episode or 2 behind.
Because like, what was it? There was some of the games recently, some of the characters that were recently announced. I think like Zenless Zone Zero has a guy that's on a motorcycle and somebody else. And I saw a tweet that like, these guys are honorary Kamen Riders now.
Yeah.
It's like, that's funny. And I forget who said it though.
It's so part. The thing is, it's so part of that like Japanese culture that the characters in this wind up getting so tied into the media itself that it would be like us. It would be like us dropping Superman nods and references all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That said, I think with that, it might be a good time to wrap up for tonight.
Okay.
I do what coming up for this week.
So the Ironcaster's having some severe weather problems with his connection. Holy cow.
Yeah.
I apologize. Is that better?
That is all right. Yes.
Okay. With that said, I think it's probably a good time to wrap things up. Brandon, my friend, what have you got coming up? We're doing some anime previews?
Yeah, I got more anime previews that are being released, and actually right now, part 2 of Bookworm is playing on my channel. So if you're wanting to see hour 2 of the 6-hour marathon with Sean, and you wanted to know everything about the ascendance of a bookworm, now is the good time to do it, because it's getting hacked up into hour-long segments and being uploaded.
Nice.
Yeah.
Guys, do yourselves a favor. Go check out Brandon the Anime Guy. There is, from a little bit we've seen today, there is so much coming up. Frankly, you need someone out here who's going to help you filter through all this stuff. And I don't want to just rely on AI to tell me what's good and what's not. I want a good old human, or at least I assume Brandon's human, until of course I go and probably rip his skin off and find out that he's got a T1000 under there.
No T1000. If anything, I would just be Karoo. If anything.
Wow.
I need to get Vivi out and put her on display.
Oh, Alabasta waits.
Yes, the Alabasta arc is fantastic. So good. But yeah, other than that, I'm actually going to be off this weekend, but Clifton is going to most likely be doing a takeover. So
nice.
Yeah, so sure to tune in then, and we'll just go and check out the stuff during the week, and of course the Saturday show being the primary thing that I do these days. So
of course,
I just don't have much time to do stuff during the week.
Brandon, it's a smart move letting the waifus out to play. I mean, we
Mhm.
love our waifus around here.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Punkwaddle, do we have anything coming up?
Not on my channel. I've had some thoughts about some things, so we'll see. But
They're good.
yeah, I've been pondering a bit about the meaning of things, life and things. Apparently, I need to ponder about Japanese barbecue now. Although
Yeah.
I have heard some stuff about the Japanese barbecue sauce, which seems to be getting a little more common over here that I need to check out as well. But also, yeah, like I'll be hanging out on Mad's channel tomorrow night around this time for History Interrupted, and then me and Snacks should be back on Wednesday since we missed another couple weeks because he went to the con and then he was feeling sick. So, but we should be back up and running on April Fools. Crashing out.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I'm looking forward to it. We got to figure something out here. You know, it's been too long since we all got to hang out and just kind of build some, tiny robots.
Yeah.
Well, I've got this one back here that I need to build.
Perfect. We need to make a day of it. I've got a stack of them just out of reach here. This guy's got defense. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I need to make one. I just need to do it and see how it actually turns out.
They call it a 30-minute mission because the expectation should take you about a half hour. They lied.
30 minutes. Ha! Ha!
Kill me. As for myself,
yes.
Tomorrow night I'll be over with Pop, Stone Loki, Squeaky Mouse, as we are going to get ready. We are going to finish up the trilogy as we return to the King. We finish up our Tolkien.
Nice.
Actually,
you watching Lord of the Rings?
We have been watching Lord of the Rings, and we are wrapping up with Return of the King.
I just got done watching that last month.
Good man.
Yeah. And you know what they say? An episode a day keeps the good doctor away.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need to go talk with Nick Weiser.
I sent him an IM. I haven't heard back. I told him when he gets to the my second favorite episode, which I just actually watched last night, which is shit. Hold on. Crap. Hold on. I got to go to the IMDb because I can't remember the episode name. And I can see it.
What's it about?
But can I remember it? Here we go. Bring it up.
Journey the Edge of Forever.
Okay. My absolute favorite episode is Where No Man Has Gone Before, mainly because that was supposed to be the pilot, but because of how NBC decided to do the broadcast order, the Man Trap was it, and that was bullshit. But looking at it here in the production order, the way that it should have been released, my second favorite episode, and probably most people's favorites, Balance of Terror. So good. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I just watched it I watched it last night from my Blu-ray on here. So I do have the whole series on Blu-ray, and I need the animated series on Blu-ray, but that has been discontinued for a while, so good luck trying to buy that at a reasonable price. But you got it on Blu-ray?
Yep.
You need to send me the discs. Yo ho ho ho.
Oh, I mean, like I have a copy
back.
of it. Oh, I have some. I have some stuff here. I need to mail your way, so we need to make that work.
Yeah, we need to. Sharing is caring, and caring is sharing. And when it comes to the Blu-rays, they're easy to yo ho ho ho, if you catch the drift. But yeah, an episode a day keeps the doctor away. So yeah, I did send him a message, and when he gets to Balance and Terror, I absolutely want to talk with him about that, because as I said, that one, That one sets in motion everything else that comes later with TNG, with with DS9, and with and to another extent Enterprise.
It's well, the thing is, it's also a really good episode to talk about with the way they handle that idea as compared to modern writing, which is a whole conversation you could have for there as well. But Brandon, I think we need to sit down and talk. We need to do some talk hard because we have a couple dates coming up in May, and there's one in particular I'm really hoping you can make it out for, because one of those weeks we're sitting down to talk Gunsmith Cats.
I need to watch the Gunsmith Cats.
Oh,
I've never watched it. That would be a good one to watch.
The nice thing is it's only 3 episodes, so it's about 90 minutes total.
Yeah. Old school 90s OVA. That's just awesome.
But with that said, I think we can get on out of here. Folks, I want to thank you all out there for coming in and making us part of your day. I saw the chat was kind of fluctuating, and I am grateful for everyone who took even just a minute out of their day to come on by and help make that Monday a little bit, to help, scare away those Monday blues, even though it's, 10 o'clock at night, or Tuesday in the case of Vince. Which, again, thank you so much for coming on out there. DJ Ronnie, you as well. Anyone out there who I didn't see, Brandon, Punkwaddle. With that said, I think we can get out of here. And thank you all. Make sure, remember to pace yourselves this week, because the week's just getting started, and there's so much more to come. With that said, good night, folks. I love you.
Burn this.
I'm sorry?
This must never be seen by anyone.
We can...
All copies